Welcome back everybody, Dan here for Sim Racing Source. Thanks so much for joining in for today's video. So in today's video, I want to take a moment to talk about a couple of add-ons that I installed into my shifter here. Now, this is a very common, well-known shifter. It's one that a lot of people use. This is the Thrustmaster TH8A shifter. And it is a pretty basic consumer-grade H-pattern shifter that can also be used as a sequential. And this is my personal shifter. This is not a sponsored video. I purchased this shifter many years ago and have been adding things along the way. And so I wanted to take a moment to tell you what you can do to this shifter, where you can take a pretty average shifter with some things that are not so great about them and make it into a shifter where it performs as well as other shifters on the market for much more money. So one of these things you can see, the other one you cannot see. It's inside here, but as I talk about it, I'll put some screenshots of what I'm talking about so you can kind of get an idea. So let's just start from the top and work our way to the bottom. On the top here, you see the Grommet short throw shifter. Now this has been available through Grommet's website for a pretty long time. But I'm not really sure why everyone doesn't use it, because this thing is pretty amazing. So one of the biggest complaints about this shifter, and if you have it, you'll probably know this. If not, here's some news for you in case you're considering the shifter. It's great, but the shifts in stock form are extremely long, going from first to second and then second to third. When you're crossing over that middle point, you have to literally move the knob so far to get from one gear to the other that it's a slow process. And in racing, especially if you're trying to race competitively, every little thing that you can speed up will help, including your shifting times. So Grommet created this short throw shifter, which is basically a very solid but plastic piece that goes in between where the stock metal plate used to go. The stock metal plate used to be flush with this plastic cover, but what you can see here is it's got a red sticker on it, but it lifts it up, I don't know, half an inch or something like that. And then it's got some additional longer screws that you put in here, but it's a very basic thing, and basically it just lifts it up and it shortens the shifts a lot. I don't remember exactly how much, but it is a lot. And it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It makes the shifting much quicker and feel a lot more normal and what you would like, the distance you would see in a typical performance vehicle of today. So that's the first thing I definitely would get. This is under $30 and it's well worth it. It's a huge improvement to the shift lengths in the TH8A shifter. The second thing that I would definitely consider is actually inside here, so you can't see it, but again, I'll put screenshots of what I'm talking about inside. It is a rubber grommet that is installed. It was about a 15-20 minute install. It's very easy to do. And basically what it does is it fixes the biggest problem of what I think this shifter has. Now, I've not personally reviewed this shifter. There are a ton of actual reviews on the TH8A shifter itself. Everybody pretty much says the same thing. It's a great shifter for the price point, but it has a few issues. One of those issues is the fact that there is no resistance. It's got a rubber band type resistance thing that you can actually put a flathead screwdriver in here and you can make it tighter. But even at its tightest form or its tightest setting, it's very loose to move the shifter back and forth. And I can't show you this obviously because I have this piece installed. Now what this little rubber grommet does in here is it actually adds a realistic resistance to the shifts. So I don't know if you'll really be able to see this or not, but I'm pushing on this and then finally it lets go, right? So it gives a resistance. It doesn't just fall into gear like it used to. With this grommet is actually a realistic feeling resistance as you shift. So instead of it falling into gears, you actually have to push it or force it into the gear. So it's feeling like there's actually some components within a transmission that you're having to move, you know, underneath the shifter linkage and all that. So it's not perfect, but it is a huge improvement. And again, this is like 25 bucks, I believe is how much it was. One's 25, one is 30, I can't remember. But all in, you're at 55 bucks, 60 bucks max. And that is a very small amount of money to hugely improve this shifter. So I've been wanting to make this video for a long time. I've had people asking me what this stuff was when they're watching me, racing. They see this at least. And so I wanted to actually put a spotlight on both of these items. And they're both from Ricmotech. You can get them both from Ricmotech's website. If you don't know who Ricmotech is, check out their website. They have fantastic, high quality sim racing components and add-ons like the stuff that I'm talking about here in this video. So if you have a TH8A shifter, you definitely need these two add-ons. It will make this shifter to a point where you don't really need to replace it. Honestly, I don't have any reason to replace this shifter. With the short throw add-on and the resistance add-on in the inside, I am very, very happy with the shifter, and I will literally use it until it falls apart. And if you can see, guys, it's beat to pieces because I've had this for many years, and I will have it for a lot more years. I've had no issues with the base shifter, and these add-ons just added to the package and made it even better. So I'll leave Ricmotech's link in the description below. They're not paying me. They're not endorsing me to do this. I just honestly think these two products are super good quality, and they will really add some immersion to this shifter, making it above and beyond where it is factory. And honestly, I believe putting it at a point where it competes just the same as some much more expensive options on the sim racing market. So go check this out, guys. As always, I appreciate you watching the video. Hopefully this helped you out. If it did, please click the like button. If you're not subscribed, remember to subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the notification bell so you are notified every time we do drop a new video. And the last thing I want to tell you about is don't forget to go check out our new Facebook page. It is Sim Racing Source on Facebook. The link will be in the description for that below as well. I show all kind of different things from myself, many other creators, deals that I see, news in the sim racing world. So you don't want to miss that stuff over there. So go check that out too. So thanks so much for watching as always, guys. And I'll talk to you in the next video. We'll see you later.